Good morning. It is currently 4 a.m. right now. As you can see, 4 a.m. on the dot. And if you're wondering why I'm up this early, it's not because I have a client or anything. It's just because last week was a rough week and I wanted to start off this week much stronger, much better. So I'd figure start the week early, get up early, get the car clean. I know the car is salty as hell. This is my daily, my Mitsubishi Lancer. It's been salted with all the winter snow and everything. So we're gonna get that washed this morning, get that sorted, get the BMW cleaned up, and then get in the gym to get some deadlifts done. Honestly, the way I think you gotta combat bad weeks or bad days is by making a deliberate effort for the next day to be better. So you need to wake up earlier, you need to make sure your health is good, make sure you're eating good, make sure you're well rested in order to kind of tackle against what would be another rough week, right? These things can change over and over again if you let them, but I think as long as you're actively fighting against it, you can combat it directly. I really do choose the worst weather to do this in, though. I really gotta stop with that. So you can clearly see the car needs a wash. Bro, what is this? Okay, so we had to switch stalls because the last one, the coins just weren't working. So hopefully this one works a lot better. Oh my God, it's happening again. What is happening today? What the hell's going on? All right, well, we're just gonna head home because this shit is not working. Okay, so not the best start to the morning, but that is okay. We're still gonna make it work. We couldn't wash the car. We don't know why. The machine just wasn't taking our coins. That's fine. It can deal with being salty for another day. I think it rains tomorrow anyways, so no big deal. We're still gonna roll with the punches. We're gonna roll with the punches, guys. I'll be honest though, this is whack as hell. Like, what a whack way to start your morning. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. We're still up early. We can still get some good food. And life is still very, very good. So we're gonna be happy about that. So we're in the BMW now. And we're going to get some food. This morning did not start off too hot. We tried to wash the car. We failed for whatever reason. Neither side was accepting the coins. It happens sometimes. Don't know why. Turns out there's a KFC nearby. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get KFC at 6 a.m. I know, not the best time, but I told you guys today is gonna be a good day and I feel like getting some protein. And I haven't had KFC in so freaking long. I honestly forgot that it still existed. I feel like it's just McDonald's and Burger King and like pizza. So anyways, we're gonna go have some KFC to start our day at 6 a.m. And when you're trying to make sure that you're not gonna have a bad day, you're gonna do dumb stuff like this to make yourself feel good. We couldn't wash the car, we're gonna get some chicken. This is how it's gonna go. So this video might come out a little bit late, but that's because we're doubling the videos we produce per week. So we're gonna do 2 per week instead of 1. So I know we had a rough start to today and we made the day a little bit better. Again, when you're having a bad day, it doesn't need to stay bad, right? Like obviously mentality is everything and you wanna make sure that you stay as happy as possible, but it's also important to do things actively to make yourself feel better. Now, I did that little dumb thing where I got KFC at the beginning of the day. That is not normal for me, but why not, considering the circumstances and considering the week that I've had, right? Sometimes you gotta give yourself a little bit of self-love in a negative fashion in order to kind of just get through that rougher moment, and that's okay. Just whatever you do, you get back on the bandwagon. Now, in regards to the extra video per week, I'm doing a segment that involves just having you guys understand what it takes to actually be strong and get in the gym so you can actually get results. Too many people go to the gym and don't see a lot of results, and it's due to lack of intensity, consistency, nutrition, diet, and really I want to get into the nitty-gritty details of all of that. And the most important thing out of all of it, when you're a business professional and you're going through life, how do you manage to maintain an actively good physique, right? Like, what does it take to actually stay fit? How many days of the week would you say you need to train in order to actually maintain your body after you already have the muscle? Getting muscle is hard, keeping it is much easier, right? At least comparatively, right? And once you have the muscle, you have it. Your body will remember. So even if you have a bad month where you don't train because you get sick, or even 2 months off, all it takes is usually a month of training to kind of get back to where you're at. So if you're out for six weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks because of something, and you get back to training, you should be back to normal as long as everything is dialed in within like a month or so. That is the beauty of the human body. Get fit once in your life and you are fit for life. That's really kind of how it works. Your body will always remember what it went through to survive, and we are survival creatures. You have to teach your body when it's in the gym that we're doing what we need to do to survive, because it'll only build muscle because it needs to. So you need to train within a certain level of capacity so your body understands that this is required of us, right? Generally speaking, that'll be within 80% RPE or 90% RPE range. You really gotta push it to that upper echelon. RPE standing for your rate of perceived exertion. How hard you feel you're pushing relative to your maximum output, okay? You might hear terms like RIR, which is reps in reserve. You want to make sure you only have maybe 2 reps in reserve or even less, generally speaking. But the ultimate goal at the end of the day is to get stronger, to be strong, to be injury-free, pain-free, and to live a good life. At the end of it all, it doesn't matter when you train, just understand that you're going to at some point, whether it's later in life because you want to be pain-free and you want to make sure you maintain the ability to do things, or early in life because it's vain and you want a six-pack. Regardless of the reasoning as to why you end up doing this, you'll have to do it at some point. So you might as well do it as early as possible, reap all the health benefits as early as possible, and then get to actually love the way you look, feel fit, look good at the beach. You're a brand new person, mentally and physically, when you like what you see in the mirror. If you've never experienced what that's like, you need to experience it once, because you haven't even actualized your personality yet. You don't know who you are until you have that moment of true self-love. And that comes from doing things that make you feel good about yourself, not things that feel good temporarily in the moment and leave you feeling lacking after the fact. Do things for you, not for society, not for anyone else. The reason why fitness is so important is because it's an individual sport. Abs are not inherited. Big, nice shoulders are not inherited. A strong back, a big back, nice legs, glutes, all that stuff, you have to work to get, regardless of your station in life, right? So the beauty of this is that we all go through the same struggle, and it's good for all of us to have this shared struggle and kind of come together to grow. At the end of the day, life is boring without growth. Doing the same thing over and over again, you're simply waiting to die. You cannot live the same year 75 times and call that a life. So do things that are challenging, do things that are worthwhile, do things that make you feel alive. Just something for y'all to think about, something for you guys to ruminate on. Again, I'm gonna get 4 different people from 4 different walks of life in order to kind of give you multiple perspectives on what it's like to train often and how to incorporate it into your busy lifestyle. And with that, I hope that I can bridge the gap between what people think they need to do in the gym and what actually must be done. And then you can hopefully make a plan of action that applies to your life. At the end of the day, it needs to be a lifestyle change. You need to become a fit person yourself. It can't just be something that you do temporarily and it's just for now, and then you're gonna stop for a while, whatever. Like it needs to be who you are now. You are a fit individual. Treat yourself as such. And also, never forget, stay active, stay healthy, so you can stay happy. All right, cheers, guys.